Hi, welcome back. This is Chance, U.S. Navy veteran, author, speaker, missionary, and life coach. Thank you so much for registering for these two trading videos. We are trying to tackle the big question that people have been asking. They want to know, what are the new secret strategies for succeeding and prospering in this new economy? And I must tell you that there are two big problems or two big reasons why people do not achieve their goals, nor people do not prosper, regardless of what's happening in the economy. The first reason why people fail to achieve their goals or fail to live up to their ideas, fail to do good on their life goals and their resolution is, number one, they are worried about what other people think about them. That's true. People are so caught up in what other people think about them that they are afraid to step out and do those things that are in their hearts and in their minds to do. And if you don't believe this is true, I ask yourself the question, why haven't you taken action on some of your New Year's resolution? Why haven't you achieved the things that you always wanted to do? One of the reasons why, or one of the biggest reasons why we don't do those things is because we are too worried about what other people think about us. You got to stop worrying about what people think about you. You know, the only two people that really matters to me as far as when I make a decision to do something or not do something is Almighty God and my wife. Because you cannot spend all of your life worrying about what people think about you. I've done that so many times. Even now, I'm going through some transitions in my life, making some big changes. And, you know, this question came about actually for my wife. You know, a few days ago, she asked me the question, you know, we were planning to do some big things. She's like, you know, aren't you concerned about what so-and-so might think if they know this is what you're trying to do? And I have to look at her and I say, love, I don't care what so-and-so think about what I'm trying to do. This is my life. These are the things that God has put in my heart. Not to be rude, not to be obnoxious or proud and so forth. But at the end of the day, sometimes you got to dig down deep and tell yourself that I'm not going to let other people steal my dream. There are dream stealers out there. There are people out there who will rob you of your precious dreams. If you keep thinking that other people will think this, listen, I've come to realize, listen, I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. I've traveled to many different parts of the world. I've done missionary work. Listen, I've traveled to over 20 different countries on 6 different continents. And so I've got an opportunity to observe people from all different races and from all different backgrounds. And no matter what culture you're from, we all struggle with approval. We all struggle with what people think about us. But you know what? You got to put your foot down in 2012. You cannot let people hold you back from achieving your dreams and achieving your goals. This is the new economy. If you're going to succeed, if you're going to prosper, you're going to have to do some radical changes, and many people will not like you for it. You know, have you ever noticed that sometimes it doesn't matter if you do good or if you do bad? People talk about you anyhow. So let them talk anyhow. They are small-minded people. If they cannot get a hold of your dreams, if they cannot support you in your vision, then those people, you have to check whether or not they are your true friends. Do not let people rob you. If you achieve, they're going to talk about you. If you don't achieve, they're going to still talk about you. Oh, look at him, look at her. They're not even trying to accomplish nothing. Look at how long they've been trying to build this house. Look how long they've been trying to work on their marriage. Look how long they've been trying to finish this degree, and they haven't achieved nothing yet. And da-da-da-da-da. And they go on and on. But when you achieve and you do great things, also they're going to say, oh, look at him or her now. Now they think they're so-and-so. Now da-da-da. Let those small-minded people talk. But for you, you want to proceed anyhow on your big dreams and your big visions. I have something I want to share with you. Dr. Daniel Amen, he wrote a book called, what's the name of that book? He wrote a book called Change Your Brain and Change Your Life. That's a very powerful book. I highly recommend that you read it, especially for people who struggle with this problem. And he shared in that book what we call the 18-40-60 rule. It's the 18-18-40-60 rule. The 18-40-60 rule. I'm going to read it so I don't mess it up. Okay, he says, when you're 18, you worry about what everybody is thinking about you. When you're 40, you don't give a rip about what anybody thinks about you. And when you're 60, you realize that nobody has been thinking about you at all. And that is so true because, when I was growing up as a young man, when I went to church and different things, I used to be very, self-conscious in the sense of I want to make sure that I look good. And so I used to always think, am I looking sharp? Am I looking fly? And then I realized, after a while, I started asking myself, you know what, Chance? If I'm so busy thinking about myself and how I look, then almost everybody else in this church or in this building is also thinking the same thing. So that means that nobody's really thinking about one another. So if you realize this, that nobody really is thinking about you in the sense of everybody is so preoccupied for the most part in their own life, in their own goals, in their own ambitions. Nobody really is worried about what you are trying to do. So you have to get out of that mode. You see, when we are so young, we always want that approval from others. But when we become a little older, we start wising up and realizing, you know what? I really don't care what certain people think about me. Yes, we do need respect and admiration from our peers, and some people means a lot to us. But what I'm talking about is those small-minded, mediocre people in your life who keeps dragging you down, who keep whatever you try to do, they don't give any word of approval. Those are not the people that you want to be seeking approval from and worrying as to whether or not they think. What they think about you. So that is one of the secret strategies that is preventing people in this day and age from prospering or succeeding at the most important goals in their life. The second thing I want to share with you that stops people from achieving and succeeding or prospering in this economy or any economy is this. They are waiting for permission to succeed. People are waiting for permission to succeed. They wait for permission to be themselves. You see, when we are young, when we are children, we always have people telling us what to do. Then we go to college and our teachers or professors tell us what to do. Then we join the workplace, then our bosses and our supervisors, they tell us what to do. So in life, we always are looking for people to tell us what to do, to be ourselves, and where to go, and what's important. And we never realize that our own goals and dreams are big enough for us to demand permission of ourselves to succeed. So if you are seeking for permission to succeed today, this very moment, I am giving you the authority, the authorization, and the permission that you need to succeed. Whoever you are looking at this video right now, I'm telling you, take the lead and succeed. You have my permission to be successful. You have my permission to be, to do, and to have all the wonderful things that God has put in your life to do, to be, and to have. I want you to stop worrying about what other people think about you. I want you to stop asking for approval to succeed. I've come to realize this also. The trouble with middle-age crisis is this. People suddenly wake up and realize in the middle of their lives that they are behind on their dreams, they're behind on their goals, they're not happy with their bosses, they're not happy with the job they're working at, and they are disappointed with the amount of income that they are making. But what happens is they are too scared or insecure to make any changes about it. After all, they reason with themselves, well, I have bills to pay, the mortgage is due, car notes, all these different things, the kids are in school, and so they never make any change. And so what happens is their self-doubt, their inner voice start criticizing them and belittling them because they're discontented with their lives, but they don't have the guts. They don't have that inner fortitude and strength to rise up and to go and make a difference. That's the problem of seeking permission to succeed. And you must defeat that. I want to ask you a few questions that will help you to overcome this permission to succeed syndrome, where you are always asking for approval? Are you a person who is always asking for approval before you do something or don't do something? Do you check with everybody to make sure that you are in the right or in the wrong, so that way you can know whether or not you should do something? Let me ask you this other question. Today, if you were told by a doctor that you only had 7 days to live, or 7 weeks, or 7 months to live, what kind of legacy would you leave? How would your life be different? What would you do? What would you stop doing? These are some very important questions that you must answer if you are going to prosper and succeed in this new economy. Because these are the two things that will prevent you from having the kind of success and prosperity that you deserve in this brand new year. Another question. What do you love to do more than anything else? So much so that if they didn't pay you a dime, you would love to do this. And the question that goes with that, a follow-up question, is this. Is that what you're doing with your life right now? Are you in a job that you hate? Why do you continue staying in a job that you don't like? Just so you can pay the bills? If that's all there is to it for you to pay your bills, then why not go and do the thing you love to do? Because I've learned in life that people will pay you for what you love to do. People will pay you for the difference, the value that you add to their life. So stop asking for permission to succeed. Take the lead. Rise up. Muster that inner strength, that inner gusto. Reclaim those resolutions that you set when the new year started. If you were one of those statistics where January people stop achieving their goals or they give up on their resolution, I want you to revisit those resolutions. I want you to revisit them because obviously there were some things that you believe that you needed to change in this new year, 2012. The economy is not the problem. The problem is with the people. And in the next video that we are going to share with you, we're going to talk about now how we can position ourselves to prosper and to succeed in the economy, to muster up new ideas and new things that you have right in your mind, right in your inner self, that you can do and gain an income in this economy. It doesn't matter what the economy, people prosper in whatever economy there is. You can go to the poorest parts of the world and there will be people there who are prospering. There will be people there who are living the good life. In America today, even though the unemployment is high, there are people who are prospering still. You can be one of those people if you would first get over the permission to succeed syndrome. And if you would also stop worrying about what other people think about you, because I know you. I know you are the kind of person who wants to do good in your life. I know you're the kind of person who has success in your DNA. And you want to rise up, but you've been waiting for somebody to tell you that you can't do it. No matter what your dream or what your goal is, you have a right to achieve and to succeed. I don't care what it is or what field it is. Spirituality, religion, it doesn't matter. Even in those lines, people can succeed and prosper. You're a businessman, you're a housewife, whatever you are, you can become all. You can live up to your full potential. Stop asking for permission to succeed and take the lead right now to succeed and to achieve your dreams. Stop worrying about what people think about you. Nobody is really concerned about your dreams like you. Do not let dream stealers, negative people, mediocre people steal upon your vision and your dream for your life. In the next video, we're going to talk about more things that you can do to prosper in this economy. We're going to start getting a little bit tactical, but we had to address these two problems because these things will prevent you from having the success and prosperity that you can have in 2012. So in the next video, I want you to, again, you're going to have to subscribe to that one. Otherwise, you won't be able to see it. But nonetheless, I know that you're a person that takes action because you took action on this first video. The second video will revolutionize your life. It's going to give you some core strategies, some things that you can do. You don't have to invent anything new or do some crazy stuff. You are sitting on a diamond mine right here. between your eyes, in your mind, lies the key to your prosperity and success. We want to share more with you. Before I go, I want you to do something. I want you to write down right now, what is the biggest dream that you have in your heart that you want to accomplish? What is that one thing that you really want to do more than anything else? Do you want to change your career? Do you want to change your field? Do you want to get married? Is that your big dream? Do you want to show the world that you can become somebody? Is there a book inside of you that you want to write, or a music CD that you want to create? What is that one big major thing that you want to do, but you've been afraid of because you've been worried about what people think about you, or you've been just wanting this push, this permission to succeed? My friend, you have it. Go out and start living the kind of life that you believe in. Start living up to your values. Start being the man and woman that you look in the mirror and you wish you could be. Don't wish anymore. Be that person. Change happens immediately. Make a decision that today, once you make that decision that today I will be the person that I want to be, that's the moment that change happens. That's the moment. Time is not an issue. It's now. When you make the decision, that's when the changes start kicking into place. Start making the change today. Do you want to lose weight? Make a decision today. Do you want to start your own business? Make a decision today. What is it that you want to do? You have my permission to succeed. Thank you so very much for watching this video. May God richly bless you. Please leave your comments on this page so others can be edified, and let us know. Give us some feedback. We appreciate you. We love you. But please go ahead and make sure that you live out your life and be a success in this economy. Bye-bye.